Honorable members, the Assembly will now go into the Committee of the Whole Assembly to consider the Medicine and Related Product Amendment Bill 2025 clause by clause. We will be guided by Order 72 of the Standing Orders during the consideration stage. Clerk, we may proceed.
Clause 1, short title.
Honorable members, Clause 1, short title. It is proposed that Clause 1, short title, stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. No. It is correct. It is proposed that Clause 1, subtitle, stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 2, Amendment of the Medicines and Related Products Act
Clause 2,
2014.
Clause 2, Amendment of the Medicines and Related Products Act 2014. No issue. It is proposed that Clause 2, Amendment of the Medicines and Related Products Act 2014 stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. Clerk, you may proceed.
Clause 3, Amendment of Section 26.
Clause 3, Amendment of Section 26 here.
Yes, we have some issues that we, after thorough consultation, we are proposing the following amendment. On Clause 3, sub 5, C, instead of approved for use and distribution, it will read as source and approved for use and distribution.
Sub 3, C.
Yes.
Approved for use and distribution. So read as?
It will read now as source and approved for use and distribution.
Source.
Yes.
SOURCE.
Yes.
No, sorry. It should be source, comma.
Source.
Comma.
Approved.
If you look at language-wise, and
Chair. Chair, yes.
Source and approved for use and distribution.
Source and approved for use and distribution. Any order?
Okay, and we move on to sub 6 is okay. Sub 7.
Yes.
Sub 7 B.
Yes.
We are changing the entire B
Yes.
to read and replace it with the following. That's B, C, and D. It will be replaced with the following.
You are replacing B, C, and D.
Yes.
All right.
So now the new B will read as quality means the degree to which a set of inherent properties of a product system or process fulfills requirement as prescribed. Then C will read as safety involves the continuous assessment of risks associated with a medicine or a product throughout their life cycle to ensure that the benefits of the product outweigh its risks for the treated population. And D will read as efficacy means measurement of a medicine or related product desired effect under ideal conditions. So after that, we will have a new sub 8. We will have a new sub 8 as notwithstanding, so subsection 4, the agency may adopt a mechanism other than registration permitting a person to import, distribute, sell, supply, or exhibit for sale any medicine or related product used in a public health program and pre-qualified by recognized international public health standards. Stephanie.
Honorable members, order. The proposal on 7B should now read, quality means the degree to which a set of inherent properties of products, system, or process fulfills requirements as prescribed. Chair, are you following? Safety involves the C, the continuous assessment of risk associated with a medicine or related products throughout their life cycle to ensure that the benefits of the product outweigh the risk for the treated population. And D, efficacy means the measurement of a medicine or related product's desired effect on the ideal condition, right? Good. Eight, notwithstanding subsection 4, the agency may adopt a mechanism other than registration permitting a person to import, distribute, sell, supply, or exhibit for sale any medicine or related product used in a public health program and pre-qualified by recognized international public health standards. This is the amendment you want to do. It is proposed
Please, Chair. Chair, no, it's just a question to the chair. Please.
Honorable, you can't do that. Please go ahead.
No, I call your attention. You are working, please. All right. Honorable Chair, can you do you need to define inherent properties? Because if you look at this order B, it says quality means the degree of which a set of inherent properties, a set of inherent properties of a product, system, or process fulfills requirements as prescribed. Do you need to define inherent properties? Okay. Are you the mover? Honorable Chair. Okay, Honorable Chair, this one too. Notwithstanding subsection 4, the agency may adopt a mechanism other than registration permitting a person to import, distribute, sell, supply, or exhibit. You know, Honorable Chair, if you look at this one, why not, Chair?
Yes. Actually, you are referring to that chair. You are referring to me or to that chair?
We have two chairs, so I expect when I say chair, all of you to be. Okay, chairs.
The chair, the one chair.
Okay,
that's
chairs.
The chair of the committee.
Okay, chairs, please.
No, honorable members. When you say chair, it should be me. But if you are referring to him, in fact, you should address me and you want them to.
I'm addressing you, but the question to him.
Yes, please.
Because you are not answering. Okay. Here, 8 is what I'm trying to question. Notwithstanding subsection 4, an agency may adopt a mechanism. This mechanism they are talking about, that's where everything is. This mechanism they are talking about. Let us be clear about these things, and it is important we know those mechanisms and we are able to highlight them in the bill than to bring it in the vague like this. If we say these mechanisms may necessarily be the exact arrangements that is going to regulate the whole process. So these mechanisms, right now, it has just been put a vague here that the agency may just make this mechanism. And I think something can be done there.
Yes, Honorable Chair, with your permission.
Wait, Chair and committee members. In fact, member for Kiang West, if you look at their proposed amendment, B, C, D, and 8, and you look at what is in the bill, it makes more sense to maintain what is in the bill than what they are proposing. For example, look at quality. In the bill, it says quality means ensuring that any medicine or related product is manufactured according to established quality control procedures to guarantee purity, potency, and consistency. They can even add safety. But what they are proposing now reads, quality means the degree to which a set of inherent properties of a product, system, or process fulfills requirements as prescribed.
Yes, Honorable Chair, thank you very much.
This is their new.
Yeah,
Now, when you look at safety involved, instead of safety means, now what their proposal, they are saying, safety involves the continuous assessment of risk associated with a medicine or related products throughout their life cycle to ensure that the benefits of the product outweigh its risk for the treated population. Now, in the bill, safety means ensuring that extensive clinical trials to assess potential risk and side effects of any medicine or related products have been carried out before they are marketed. And then efficiency. Efficacy means meticulously evaluating the data, demonstrating how well any medicine or related product works in treating any intended condition, because this one efficacy here should have been embedded between A, B, and C, because efficacy, how well or how positive impact the medicine or the product that you are taking would have in fighting against whether it's vector or the disease or whatever in you. How efficacy that, and the efficacy of a medicine is to restore the sick to good health, so on and so forth. So now when you have here, efficacy here means the measurement of a medicine or related product desired effect on the ideal condition. It's, yes, I don't know. Chair, yes?
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair. If you look at the proposed amendment as far as B, C, D are concerned, the reason why we are proposing this, if you look at it, some of them are more or less the same, but this is about medicine and it's about regulation. And then the new ones that we are proposing, so all these definitions are in fact already captured in the MCA regulation as they are implementing right now. This is what they have there. We just lift there directly, and then it is as per WHO standard. So if you look at it medicine-wise, technically they are more or less the same, but you just want to align it with what we have currently before we bring in ambiguity. Basically, that is the rationale behind that. So Honorable Sisi asked a very important question regarding sub 8. This is a measure that we want to employ with regards to medicines used in public health programs in the Gambia, like cancer medicines, tuberculosis medicine, HIV medicines. When they bring them in, you have to bring it in large quantities for you to be able to register it. In order to avoid that, because they are already pre-qualified by WHO. We just don't want to mention WHO because we have to limit it to our own legal standard as far as drafting is concerned. But when they bring them in here, as far as they are already pre-qualified by WHO, and their risk level is very low. So now that's why we want the agency to have a leeway. Instead of registering, they can just list them, have the basic data on them, how they are manufactured and so on, so that they can easily track them in case of anything. Because in medicine, you have to rely on data. Basically, that is the rationale behind there, not any other thing.
Don't add.
Chair, let's take it one by one. If you look at B, let's take it one by one. If you look at B, as what we have in the bill, quality means ensuring that any medicine or related product is manufactured according to established quality control procedures to guarantee purity, potency, and consistency. Now, if you look at what we are proposing here, it means the degree to which a set of inherent properties of a product, system, or process fulfills requirement. Remember, MCA's role is basically regulation, not actually going to certain degrees. So basically, what we have here in the proposed amendment,
so you agree on your proposal?
Yes.
Honorable members, are you following their proposal? Ken West? Member
Yes,
President.
Honorable Chair, it's a big concern for me. And I don't know what the legal department is advising on that, around that place. It says, notwithstanding subsection 4, the agency may adopt mechanism other than registration, permitting the person to import this. This is, Honorable Chair,
Yes.
this is a very important clause, and in fact, this is the most important one in this bill. This clause I'm reading right now. Now it is telling you, notwithstanding what you say in subsection 4, the agency may still have the mandate to adopt a mechanism, mechanism that will not come here for an approval. You know that. So we are giving that one a leverage for the agency to be able to make a mechanism to adopt as far as the importation and the distribution, supply and sales of the medicine related products is concerned. So I think we need to look at that. What are some of those mechanisms? Let them be able to tell us those mechanisms.
Chair, you heard him.
Let me respond.
For him, the mechanism is an open-ended.
Exactly.
Can you respond?
Thank you very much. The mechanism is not an open-ended. Remember, we are legislating. Right now, what we have in the law is registration. If you bring a medicine or any related product or medicine, you have to register it. So now, to follow that process, dot by dot, from A to Z, some of these medicines coming in a specified program by the Ministry of Health, be it tuberculosis, be it HIV, be it cancer, be it whatever. Those medicines come in purposely for that program. For you to follow that process of registration from A to Z, it means we will have none of those medicines in this country. Those medicines, we will have none of them because they will not meet all the requirements. That's why we are giving the agency a leeway. There is already a system called listing, which is similar to registration. That it limits some of the, they can waive some of the unnecessary things, let me say, put it that way, and they'll be able to make sure they get the medicine in their database and they keep monitoring it from where it is from until when the Lamin consume it.
Thank you. Member for Upper Salum?
Yes,
He's referring to the
Chair,
Is out of order. Member for Nyanija, you are out of order.
yeah,
Withdraw that until the honorable member for Kiang West consume it.
Thank you. Upper Salum?
I withdraw. Okay. Now, Chair, I think I understand what my colleague is trying to say. I think we need to be very careful not to have it just open for them to be able to use any kind of mechanism. We may try to make it restrictive a little bit. And for example, you can say the agency shall not adopt a mechanism other than a registration unless the medicine or related product is approved by a stringent regulatory authority recognized in accordance with this section, and the product is intended for use under a public health emergency where a delay in registration would risk public health. And C, the agency conduct an independent risk-benefit assessment, including laboratory verification where necessary, and the agency responsible for health has the order published in the Gazette. You see, when you do this, you are actually trying to go another step.
Now, honorable members, put up your mic, sir. What he's reading, that's what the aides have been suggesting. The concerns of the member for Kiang West and every other person has been addressed. When there is a need to bypass those registrations, that's the mechanism, but it's a control mechanism. You know, when you are legislating, of course, for the interests of the public. And nothing is permanent. So because of how important the chair highlighted, there will come a time there will be need to get those medicine in, but not going through the process of registration. Then the proposal from member for Upper Salum, it has given them the opportunity and the authority to use those mechanisms that your committee wants, but in a controlled manner, devoid of being abused. I think we adopt that one.
If I want to add, you know.
Yes, because chair, member for the West, you know, you need safeguards. When you are legislating, sometimes you need safeguards. Because the problem why we are here, chair, are you hearing? Chair for health. But Banjul Lord, please stop what you're doing. You know why we are here? Because those safeguards were inadequate. When we amended it last time, they capitalized on those amendments and decided to follow the law to the letter and deny medicines from other regulatory body, including the United States and other countries. So the member for our asylum rate, it have safeguards. It have also given them the opportunity to allow them to use those mechanisms in case of what Chair mentioned. Chair, yes, what do you have to say to that?
Thank you very much. If you,
Yeah, before you come, I just
if I sorry, give me just one second. If I understand what the honorable member of Asylum is raising, if you look at the amendment here is in two folds. It have happened to be in two folds now. Sub 5 and now sub 8. Sub 5 is very, very explicit and express. But now, if the new insertion is coming after sub 8, I think there should be no fear. And then to me, as far as this is concerned, it's not necessary.
Now, Chair.
It's definitely not necessary.
Chair.
Yes.
Sub 8 and sub 5, clause 3. Sorry. You look at your proposal. And then on 3, 5, you want the proposal, you propose to amend sub 5. They are more or less the same. 8 and 5. The one you are proposing to amend as 8 and sub 5, look at them.
Yeah, they are more or less the same, but they are dealing with two different things. They are doing, sorry. This is medicine. Like the honorable member for Pony Council, this is not the cure. But this is talking about two different things.
No, they are the same.
No, it's two different things. It's two different things. No, just around. It's two different things. First of all, we are amending the principal clause 26 to allow for listing. Let me mention it because that's what they have in their regulation. But now we want to include this WHO, I have to mention it now, WHO pre-qualified medicine in a public health program. If we can include it here on the sub 5, fine. That's why we are coming up with sub 8.
Okay, now there is only one phrase that is missing. Product use in a public health program. That's the only difference.
By internationally recognized.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
If we can include it in sub 4 here to read as whatever, it's fine. It's the drafters now.
Now, product used in a public health program and pre-qualified by recognized international public health standards. Nga add ko to sub 5 rek muje. Is that okay? You okay with that? Yeah, please. Not that.
Fine, that's fine.
Yeah.
to add response to member Pukiang. Yes, the mischief we want to...
Honorable members, now, do you like to have probably sub 8 or sub 6 before 7 to accommodate what we propose?
Yes, like if we can have what we have in sub 8 on the 5 before all this ABC, it will be perfect.
Yes.
It will be perfect.
They will capture it.
No, it is the same clause, the same section that it is amended, but on a different cap.
But if there is... Central body, yes.
But I think if he's inserting a new clause, that means he needs to be a proposal.
When we agree, we'll do it.
Chair, there is something there is something very important people need to understand. The mischief that we are addressing in this amendment. This amendment was here. Looking at the market, the Gambian presence in the market, there are certain drugs, if we want to get them, we cannot get the registration requirement. One. And also in public health emergency, if we have certain laws, this country will be blocked to get those drugs based on the law.
That is why when you look
and this is what exactly transferred in the Gambia to an extent that we were having drug scarcity.
Now,
because
calm down, look at sub 3, look at sub 5. Sub 5. Look at sub 5. Remember for low
Yes.
food address.
Yes, I'm looking sub 5.
Now look at the, have you seen it?
Yes.
Now what are we going to add on sub 5, the last one?
So it means C, source,
No. On page 1, sub 5,
yes,
notwithstanding.
not the subsection 4. The
Yeah.
agency may adopt a mechanism other than registration permitting a person to import, distribute, sell, supply, or exhibit for sale any medicine or related product. You know, here,
Now,
I
wait,
think-
wait. Now, related products, you will continue use in a public health program and pre-qualified by recognized international public health standard.
Absolutely,
That's what I said. You are
Yes,
not-
that's fine.
Anyway.
Yes, that's fine. Yes, that's fine.
Honorable members, no, we have not voted on that yet. Have you voted on that? It has not been voted yet. We are still on the amendment. You can propose. Any one of you can propose. Yes, I'm centered by the.
I'm not proposing. I have a concern.
Don't do that. When we finish, I'll come to you.
Okay.
When we finish, we'll come to you. Honorable members, can you propose for that amendment to be included? Yes. Law Fuller the West?
Yes.
It's in their proposal. It's here. It's in their proposal. Check. No. It is already in your proposal. Yes. Now, to Upper Salem, Lower Salem, yes.
Yeah, I think they have already get their submission there. It was not an amendment version.
Exactly.
You read it now.
Yes. Now let me read again the proposal. On 5, notwithstanding subsection 4, the agency may adopt a mechanism other than registration permitting a person to import, distribute, sell, supply, or exhibit for sale any medicine or related product used in a public health program and qualified by recognized international public health and standard. Public health standard. Here you get the WHO and other, the World Health Organization, the West African Health Organization. You are getting all those organizations. Yes.
I think all of us, I think what we are trying to, in as much as we want this thing to go through properly, we are trying to have some guardrails to prevent them from just falling off the cliff. This guardrails actually is going to, at least not to open it up like this, but to give them some guidance. Because at the end of the day, somebody must take responsibility. We are doing a guardrail. So that's why we need to be very careful, not to allow them to use any order.
So now you want
But any order must be based on A, B, C, and D.
Yes, those are in the guideline. You know, remember the one they have was open-ended, but now we have put in safeguards.
Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair. Chair.
Oh, okay. No. Now what we'll do is, now we on 5. It is okay. Now let's go to what Chair and Upper Salem is saying now.
Okay, Chair. I think I will have to, my initial position I have to change again, because if you bring that sub 8 as we are proposing, you fuse it with sub 5, definitely you will have a bigger problem.
We cannot compute our.
And the problem will be now, any medicine which is not used in a public health, no, just allow me please. Any medicine that is not used in a public health program and it's not pre-qualified by WHO, if it come here, they have to register it.
To be honest.
That's what it means.
So now have you? What is your
Let's
proposal?
leave sub S as it is.
Please.
Because this is addressing two things, remember.
All right, honorable
Yeah,
members.
this addressing
All right,
two things.
no problem.
No, let me learn. It's addressing two things. The first one, in sub 5, is for marketing authorization. Please. It's for marketing authorization. You know, medicine importation in the Gambia is in two poles. Government bring and private sectors bring. And in fact, 90%, I can say 90% of the medicine in the country are brought in by private sectors. Exactly. So those used in a public health program, they are just a small amount. And definitely, I think it is important we also consider that for us not to run out of those medicine in use in this public health program. So it's two things, two different things. And
I will go to Kiang West Central Badibu Law Salon.
Honorable Chair, you see, intention of the legislation cannot be hidden because initially, the intention of this clause was never highlighted, which Honorable Chair said he didn't want to mention pre-qualified WHO and all of that. That was not clear initially. And now, when we propose to join the two, they initially accepted but reconsider that decision. This is why I said, when they want us to bring to, I said no. Look, the intention of this clause has to be very, very well clear. Because otherwise you're given a leeway without a proper guideline. Clause 8 could be very dangerous when we just leave it this way. So we would ask the Honorable Chair if he can suggest some guideline under clause 8 that would guide the process. But just to leave it like this, definitely is not going to help. And I want to suggest that this clause 8, because clause 5 has restricted it a little bit, but clause 8 has come to cover what the clause 5 would have provided for them. But now clause 8 is trying to open that. So it is very important we are very careful of clause 8. It is a leeway and it's giving a leverage for them to make any mechanism.
Thank you. Central Badibu.
see his point. So now,
thank you, Honorable.
there is something the legal department is.
Please, off your mic. Off your mic.
Central Badibu.
Yes. Honorable Chair, I'm looking at this bill at a critical point of view. 5, notwithstanding subsection 4, the agency may adopt a mechanism other than registration permitting a person to import. This may adopt a mechanism. Why are we giving them that leverage? Do you understand? We are making a law. We need to be specific what mechanism are they going to use. If you give them a blanket token for them to make a mechanism for themselves, what if it is not going to suit the interest of the people? So I'm not comfortable with this.
Yes. Lower Salum, then Upper Salum.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, you see, we need to be very careful on what we are doing. I can, I guess even the committee themselves are confused. Because initially you propose, they all agreed. I will agree with the member for Kiang. The intention of this legislation is not clear. Because the member for Nyanja said he doesn't want to. Yes, the member for Nyanja said he doesn't want to disclose the rate. No, you said it here. You said you don't want to mention.
Point of order, Honorable Chair. Point of order.
There is point of order.
I didn't say anything.
No. He said, I said.
No, you cannot speak to your mic without. There is a point of order. Let's hear his point of order.
Is it 29.5? Input in improper motives. No. The honorable member is input in improper motives. That I said the intention of the amendment. I don't want to state here.
No, you have
Honorable members, order. You can, remember, that's the point of order. You can't put your mic on. Honorable member for Nyanija, you are out of order. Lower Salem, continue.
Yeah, no, he said he doesn't want to mention the who, I don't know, the whole, yes. That he said. This is why the member for Kiang said the intention is not clear. This is why I said we are trying to legislate a law that will affect or serve the masses. If we are doing it, make sure you are prepared for the legislation. The drafters are just there to draft, but your intention has to be very clear. And this is why I said, here, the reason why this bill was referred for further consultation. But then, if that's happened, in fact, if you check on this report that they give us, the people that they consult, in fact, is not there. That was the reason why it was referred. Because initially, it's some problem that is about to get now. It happens last time. I think it's better because we are legislating a law. And law, if the moment you legislate a law, whether
Upper Salem, you have the floor.
Yes, Chair, you know, we are all aware that the objective of every legislation is to cure an ill in society. And in this particular instance, we are dealing with the issue of medicine that needs to be imported into this country for various reasons. However, like I keep saying, we need to be very careful not to legislate something that may have unintended consequences. We need to be very careful. And that's the reason why I said we must be careful. Let's provide some guardrails to put them to check. You see, we know their intention, but the intention must not bring something else that's going to cause us more problem tomorrow. That's all we are saying. Now, I said, take a look at it, provide us some sort of guardrails that will actually guide the process, and we are fine. That's what we are saying.
Okay, Chair, can I come now?
Lower Fulham West.
Thank you very much. We agree to what they propose. Now we want 8 to read like this. The agency shall, notwithstanding, I'm talking 8, number 8, notwithstanding, subsection 4, the agency to adopt a mechanism other than registration, unless A, we have a new, A, the medicine and related product is approved by an SRA, mean a standing regulatory authority, recognized in accordance with this section. B, the product is intended for use under a public health emergency, where a delay of registration will risk public health.
The public health program.
Yes. C, the agency conduct an independent risk benefit assessment, including laboratory verification where necessary. And D, the agency responsible for health, as by orders published the Gazette, authorize the application of such mechanism for a specific period not exceeding 12 months. Yes.
Now, in this instance, you will allow the minister, not so?
Chair.
Yes, Chair.
Chair. No,
Chair.
please.
Order, honorable members, please
Chair.
behave.
Chair.
Yes,
I
Member
think this is agreeable. It can come under sub 8, but we will further water it down because there are some unnecessary things there, as far as I am concerned. Yes, C is definitely not necessary because that is given. C is not necessary.
C, what is in C? Read
The
it.
sub C, the agency conducts an independent risk benefit assessment, including laboratory verification where necessary. That is not necessary. D, the agency responsible for health has by order published in the Gazette authorized the application of such mechanism. Full stop.
Now you said,
the period.
now on C, you said where necessary.
No, it's not. No, the entire sub-clause is not necessary. It's not necessary.
Okay, committee members, are you in agreement?
Yes, because they have these things in their regulations. And in fact, D, where it is saying for a specific period not exceeding 12 months, that also should be deleted. Just stop at mechanism, full stop, because they have this thing in their
All right.
regulations.
We will now have Kiang West, then we will vote.
Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair, this new amendment cannot be done in 2 minutes. Where does this come from? Is it from the legal that proposes it? It's from the legal that proposes it. Okay, that's fine.
You. Stop wasting people's time. Order, honorable members, order. We are fine now. The members, they say we are. It is proposed that clerk, we may proceed with close. Honorable member for Nyanija, the member for Nyanija and chair, why you don't want us to include where necessary to test?
Honorable Chair, the agency already have a mechanism. Every product that is coming in the country, they do test it. And it is in their regulation.
Okay, now, so they do test them.
Yes. And
Then,
but the way they test it, if you put it there, it will be mandatory. And you cannot test every medicinal product that comes
it's
from
not
the country.
mandatory. It says where necessary.
That's why it is definitely not necessary to put this thing there. Delete it. Yes.
Yeah.
Delete it. If not, you will create more problem.
Chair.
I know what they are running away from, but it's already there. It's given. It's given.
Chair.
If you put mandatory testing in the law, you'll come back here again.
Honorable member, where necessary to be tested is included there. On the member for Upper Salum?
No, it tells you where necessary. It doesn't mean that everything you have to test. We are just saying that where necessary, do this.
It means that if you don't test also, it's not illegal. But where you think it's necessary to test, then you test. And it's important to have this thing there as a safeguard, because this is about medicine. Chair and members, please consider, that's the only word there, where necessary. Yes, lawful advice.
Yes, but I think members of parliament must understand at which stage this country is regarding to importation of drugs. And once we understand that, we tied ourselves somewhere else. The medicine and control agency, we are adhering to what we give them.
Now,
and this have put the country in ransom. And what we are giving members
you want to remove it? You want to remove it? Are you okay? You are okay with it? You are okay with the proposed amendment? Now, it is proposed that clause 3, amendment of section 26, stands part of the bill as amended. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. Honorable members, that does it for the consideration stage for the medicine and related products amendment bill 2025. The House will now resume. Honorable members, the House now resumes. Honorable members, the third reading of the Medicine and Related Products Amendment Bill 2025 is scheduled for Monday, 29 September 2025 for the Honorable Chairperson of the Health Committee to move for its third reading. However, before this date, the Office of the Clerk is hereby urged to comply with Standing Order 72 of 220 to ensure that the amended version of the bill is printed and circulated to members in advance. Thank you. Clerk, we may proceed.
Bill, Order